If you're trying to build years of consistency and discipline, it is day one every single time. You have to feel the discomfort and act above your emotions. If you can get into that kind of habit, then discipline just becomes kind of your baseline. I feel like the way that you actually brainwash yourself into being a disciplined individual is first just discipline. Gosh, people feel like it's the art of fighting yourself. Discipline is more like the art of emotional intelligence. I've run every single morning for almost 8 years at this point. I've never missed a day. And the power of that is that it forces me and myself to team up and overcome something difficult every day. So then I end up building a golden relationship with myself. And then everything else that I touch turns to gold as well, including this freaking ice bath. I've been doing the cold exposure thing for, 1,200 something days? I don't even really count. You know, when I travel, I get somewhere in the ocean or the cold shower, whatever I can do. But this forces me to have that conversation with myself that says, we can do this. We can sit in this discomfort. We can invite this cold up into the armpits and the freaking ass crack. Last place we want the cold water to be, and remain calm until that timer goes off. And man, it is such a powerful thing to be the real kind of discipline instead of the bullshit Instagram kind of discipline where you're just trying to beat yourself into the ground, running 100 miles, being the Goggins character. There's something to that for sure. You got to push yourself, but it's not going to sound like a war within your head. It's going to sound like the best conversation you've ever had.
And down the mountainside, the summer's gone, and is falling. It's you, it's
when you
you.
hear that I've been running every day for over 2,800 days straight, you might think of how intimidating that is, but I really want you to recognize that that is truly one day at a time. And if you're trying to build years of consistency and discipline, it is day one every single time. I, as somebody who has almost run for 8 years straight, have the same exact responsibility as you, somebody that might be on day one.
Danny boy, oh Danny boy, I love you so. But come to me, my Danny, Danny, say you love me.
Alright guys, we're at the gym for leg day. Most leg days, I be flossing in that candy paint, blowing dank, sipping drank, so yeah, that's all we got.
I stay flossing in that candy paint, blowing down, sipping drink on 84 swing, tearing up a lane, yeah. I stay flossing in that
up and down your block with a chain full of rocks and princess cuts in my white Mike Jones. High down, a lot of people calling, but back then they left Mike Jones crawling. I'm rising, they falling, cause I stayed up on my grind. Didn't have time to whine, had to put it down. I'm Mike Jones, Mike Jones, Mike Jones, and I'ma stay putting it down to the end. Pimping pins, trying to put a brand new Benz in the wind, cause
I stay flossing in that candy paint, blowing down, sipping drink, ready for swing, tearing up a lane, yeah. I stay flossing in that candy paint, blowing down, sipping drink, ready for swing, tearing up a lane, yeah.
Alright, just finished up leg day. The way I start a leg day is just by doing the thing that I least want to do. That's kind of the way I start all of my workouts, honestly. If you can get into that kind of habit, then discipline just becomes kind of your baseline, because people will be very high performing when they get very motivated, and then they kind of tie this feeling of motivation to then being able to do things. So then once they don't feel motivated, there's no input. And so then you see people that have to friggin' drink 6 energy drinks just to go to the gym and actually do something. That's kind of a false sense of almost catalyzing yourself into action. So I feel like the way that you actually brainwash yourself into being a disciplined individual is first just building that data that shows, okay, even when I don't want to do whatever it is, when I don't want to go for the run, when I don't want to go to the gym, when I don't want to pull out the freaking camera and talk to it, whatever your thing is, and then you do it anyways, that is a really powerful data set that says, all right, well, I can do this no matter what. That's what discipline is. And I mean, also being able to really control what you take in, what you're listening to, the people that you're spending time around. I mean, you can choose to watch this video versus some brain rot bullshit, and it's going to create this ecosystem of ideas in your mind that goes, oh, wow, the people I listen to, they hold themselves to a high standard. They do the things when they don't want to. You know, you listen to the podcast, and you can create your world. Even if, you know, the people that you know right now are kind of shitty and not doing those things, I think that's the luxury of the internet now. You can create that ecosystem for yourself, and the way that you talk to yourself. That is a huge one. So if you're telling yourself that, oh, you can't do this, you're bringing yourself down. Well, you look at that internal relationship, and it's just someone who's trying to be better, and then someone who's shutting that down. You know, you need to become a team within you, like I was talking about earlier. We call it brainwashing for the sake of the video, but you know, it's not so easy like brainwashing might actually be. You know, this takes time and repetition.
Back in the vlog, Header, say what's up.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Let's go.
Hope y'all having a blessed day. Go do something hard if you can, because you get to, not because you have to.
Let's go. I know, sprinting feels kind of easy.
Remember they told me that I wouldn't get it and I wouldn't got it. Shit. I ain't had shit but in my pockets, nigga. I was having withdrawals, now I'm at the bank, making deposits, nigga. Shout out to 50, boy, get rich and I try, and ain't no other option, I gotta go get it. Remember my mom being broke as a joke, pay the rent with the light bill, shout it. And they cut off the lights, it was dark at the house, but I knew I was bright still, shout it. And they cut off the heat and my heart got cold, I'm talking about.
Instead of being disciplined,
just
pump roids.
I made it like Mike Will, shout it. Getting this poppin', can't take shit for granted. You know how we rockin'. I made it look easy, like straight out of Compton. And now I'm gon' go, ain't no motherfucking stopping. You see what I saw coming up from the bottom. Made me a minute like Dennis, no riding. Getting this shit ain't no motherfucking problem. So get him, I got him. Quit fucking around, nigga. Fire the plant.
Let's go.
Round the back. Yeah, you're stacked. Yeah, that looked good. Do you feel brainwashed yet? I just finished that workout, and I definitely feel brainwashed into discipline. I think something so important to realize is that a lot of the stuff that I promote, like being disciplined or like building a golden relationship with yourself, this shit is so hard to do. It's not easy to try and become a better version of yourself. And when people preach that kind of shit, it really bugs me. And I try my best to be genuine and real through these videos so you can understand that these pursuits are not an overnight kind of thing. It's not been an overnight kind of thing for me at all, not even close. So when life feels hard, you're doing the right thing. You're not broken when 5 a.m. feels overwhelming. You're not broken when the track workout feels difficult. You're not broken when, learning to become a better communicator or whatever it is. That is all a part of the plan. So again, I said it earlier, but brainwash, it's a funny term to use for discipline because it might be the opposite of that. You have to be present with yourself. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to feel the difficulty. You have to feel the discomfort and act above your emotions. You acknowledge everything there is to know about the way that you're feeling and you act above that. That shit is hard, but it's worth it. You know what else is worth it? Click and subscribe. Because I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, you'll definitely enjoy the next one. Click the like button, because if there was a love button, you'd probably click that one. And comment what you thought. I absolutely adore hearing from you guys. Again, I make these videos in hopes that you can walk away from it feeling like you have the canvas to paint yourself into betterment. So let me know what you thought. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.